let me get comfortable. Real comfortable. I'm just gonna talk to you guys and tell you guys about this big news. What is this big news I speak of? Anyways, this big news that I'm speaking of is, drum roll please. You guys. But yes, we are expecting. You guys know how important pregnancy is for me. I've been through a lot in the past when it comes to pregnancy. And you know, here on YouTube, I have a few videos showing my journey with my very first pregnancy, which unfortunately resulted into me having a stillbirth. I have a video here on YouTube as well explaining exactly what happened, how it was hard for me to go through a pregnancy that was high risk, what I had to do to overcome all of that. That experience was just a hard one to go through. So now, with me being pregnant again, well, we had a second child, Soleil. She's right there in that photo there. Ain't she cute, man? I love her. She's just everything that I would hope for in a child. I'm so blessed to have her. So now we're expecting our third. And yeah, so I just want to give you guys a rundown of how my pregnancy has been going so far during this pandemic. See, now it's been different compared to my other pregnancies. It's definitely different now. I feel like with the pandemic, I'm tapping more into myself and understanding. Like before I understood my body, but now I'm understanding my body even more because I'm at home and I'm not physically at work where I'm constantly distracted by doing things. You know what I mean? Now I'm just at home in my thoughts. Victor's at work, Soleil's at daycare, so it's just me here, literally just me and my thoughts. How I knew that I was expecting, I don't know, I just knew. Everything, it was just, I woke up one morning and I was feeling completely off. My sense of smell was like times 100. Everything that I ate, another thing that was weird, my cooking was off. My cooking was so off. I told Victor, I'm like, you know I'm expecting. It's quite obvious that I am. I mean, we tried, and I missed my period. I literally missed my period for probably 5 days, and I was like, yeah, I definitely am. Now, mind you, I thought I was pregnant the month before, and when I found out that I wasn't, I cried right there in the kitchen. I went to the bathroom, saw that I got my monthly present, which was like over 2 weeks late. No, yeah, I think it was that much. And I literally ran downstairs and hugged Vico and started to cry in his arms. And he was like, what is the matter? And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. I thought I was. I'm so sure I was. My body was off and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, to this day, I'm still questioning that because my period was extremely late. Anyways, we found out by taking the pregnancy test, and I did it on purpose where I took it on Valentine's Day so that it would be a grand surprise. And so I bought the test. I woke up at like 6 a.m. to take the test and to decorate the bathroom so that just in case Victor got up to use the bathroom, he would see the balloons in there and a little sign. And I bought his favorite chocolate bar and put the test on there. So check out this clip. This is a clip from what I did and how I let him know that we're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
You notice how we were so silent in the clip? It's because Soleil was sleeping and it was like 6 a.m. And I know if she was to wake up at 6 a.m., she'd be like, oh, can I come snuggle with you guys in your room and watch my show, Chip and Potato? We just knew that we had to be so silent and like contain our excitement. Plus, we kind of already knew that I was expecting. It was just the pee on the stick confirmation that we needed. Another way that I was questioning me being pregnant was that my love for bread. I don't usually eat bread like that, but I wanted to have bread with every single meal. So, moving from there, I called the doctor. Now my doctor's office gave me such a hassle. I'm high risk for what happened to me in my first pregnancy. I gave birth at Mount Sinai in their high risk department. I love the high risk department at Mount Sinai. They're extremely detailed. Every single appointment, they check for everything, and they're so reassuring because trust me, especially now in the pandemic, it's so hard. It's so hard. I'm going to get into that just now. But my doctor's office, man, they were giving me the runaround. Apparently, the secretary didn't fill it out my referral form to Mount Sinai properly. So Mount Sinai declined me and said, no, we're not taking her. And I was like, no way, there's no way they're not taking me. I called them myself. And I was like, listen, I was a patient of yours before. How are you not accepting me as your high risk patient when I gave birth to my last child at Mount Sinai? You have to take me now. And the nurse was like, wait a minute, you are a patient here? You already registered to our hospital? How could we not take you? She looked up the referral form and noticed that like it literally just had my name and that I had a cyst. Mount Sinai was telling me one thing, the doctor's office was telling me no, they filled it out correctly. And I was like, listen, just sort it out because I'm going to Mount Sinai. I'm not going to any other hospital. And I called myself and they put it through and I basically did the work. And that took me about a week and a half, calling and saying, listen here, get it together, you guys. There's no way you're denying me. I'm not going to any other hospital. I refuse. So I was so happy. I went to Victor and I'm like, finally, I'm in Mount Sinai's database again. But then they were like, okay, your appointment's gonna be in like a month and a half. And I'm like, are you serious? I have to wait that long? I swear that was so stressful to wait so long for my first appointment. They were like, yeah, we don't see you anyways until excuse me, until like the 3-month mark where we check for everything. That was so stressful. Just waiting and thinking like, I hope everything's okay. I'm high risk. Like literally the only confirmation was the ultrasound that I did to confirm to my doctor's office that I was pregnant. But trust me, it was so stressful. Now, another indicator that I was pregnant is my eating habits. My breakfast is beyond this world. Like, I've been 113 pounds since high school. And when I tell you, well, although that's been my weight since high school, now I'm 30 years old. My eating habits have always been large. Like, I eat a lot, but it's doubled now. Like, I've been eating double, almost triple. Here's what. So my typical breakfast, I make pancakes and I'll eat like 4 to 6 pancakes. And look at the size of my pancakes. I'm about to show you guys. And then I eat it with 2 eggs that are scrambled. And then I eat it with 2 hot dogs as well. Like 6 pancake, 2 hot dog, and 2 egg with a fruit salad with yogurt and granola after. And a cup of hot chocolate tea or a glass of orange juice and water. I don't understand. Like, where does it all go? My metabolism is extremely fast, but like 4 to 6 pancakes, and sometimes I'm still hungry after that. Can you believe? How? But I eat, like, my breakfast is usually the biggest meal. I just wake up starving. Like, I want to eat everything. I wake up so hungry. Like, it's unbelievable. But here's a clip of me making breakfast.
No, I'm making breakfast. My daughter Soleil has requested that I make pancakes and eggs, which is one of her favorites. I usually put oat milk. I don't drink none other. I'm allergic to milk anyway, so all my life I've been drinking soy milk. So now I've switched to oat milk, which is healthier. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this kitchen. Papa is not even home. He's at work. Who's gonna eat all these pancakes? Who? I could probably eat 4. These look lovely. This is how I like them. If your pancakes don't have this little ring around it, I don't want it. I made some scrambled eggs. But yeah, Soleil and I are gonna have, you know what? I can save some for tonight and eat it with some chocolate ice cream. Sounds like a plan.
So now I find out that I'm expecting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, you know what? I gotta get my prenatal vitamins and I have to get my pregnancy pillow. I had one before, but I really don't know where it disappeared to. I bought one immediately off Amazon.
Coming with a free travel bag. Where's my travel bag? No, that's the reason why I got this color, to get the travel bag. So where the travel bag at? I just had it out with Amazon because they said if we choose the gray color pillow, you get a travel bag included. I had a snuggle, I forgot what it's called. I had one of these maternity pillows before, but one thing that I really hoped to have or found really convenient was to have a pillow. I mean, not a pillow, a bag to go along with it when I'm not using the actual pillow, just to put it into storage or whatever. So now I contacted Amazon. They gave me a hard time. All they could have said in the chat was contact the seller. That was it. They gave me the runaround. They said they're giving me a promo code and to purchase a travel bag by itself. They sent me the link to get that travel bag that was supposed to come with this pillow. So then now I put the travel bag into checkout. And then there was no promo code, which was supposed to be applied automatically. So I had to open another chat with Amazon. They're like, oh, the representative that you spoke to in the first place gave you misinformation. They gave me the runaround. So now I contacted the seller. I want my travel bag because in the description says it comes with one and the customer is always right. So don't sell a product and say you're going to get something and not give it.
I'm taking Nature's Bounty Prenatal Complete with Omega. It helps support the cognitive health and brain function. For those of you who don't know what the main benefits of prenatal vitamins are, this one is soft gels. I've had so much trouble in the past. I just don't like taking pills, period, and I've had so much trouble in the past trying to get down pills that are huge. Like, it gives me anxiety. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna be a big girl and like toughen up and try soft gels. And you know, it's so much better. It just goes down. Like, I wish I knew this before. But yeah, I take one a day and I take it with my dinner. At my last appointment, the doctor recommended that I take vitamin D and to take 2 of these with my breakfast with milk because milk absorbs it better. And last but not least, I have to take 2 aspirin before I go to bed. And the reason why I have to take 2 tablets of the aspirin is because aspirin, baby aspirin reduces preeclampsia, which I've had in the past. So to avoid that, and I did the same thing when I was pregnant with Soleil, I had to take 2 baby aspirin before I go to bed. I still have to take my blood pressure just to monitor myself. So I have an at-home blood pressure machine. I get calls from the hospital once every month from the medicine unit so that they could take my blood pressure readings to make sure that that's all okay, which it's been pretty good. It's been good. My blood pressure, I have no issue. A lot of routines that I had to change are like my facial products. I couldn't use my Ollie Henriksen, is that how you say it? The toner, because there's certain ingredients and certain things that you'll use for your face that you can't use when you're pregnant because it's harming. There's certain foods that you can't eat. I miss sushi so much. I want sushi so bad. So bad. And it's sad that it sucks that I'm craving it. I also can't have deli meat. My first hospital appointment was April the 6th. And again, my experience with Mount Sinai was amazing. Just amazing. Here's a clip of me walking to my first appointment. I couldn't get any footage inside the hospital because, you know, privacy reasons, but here's a clip.
So today I have my prenatal appointment, my very first one, and I went in the wrong area. So now I'm walking up and down downtown trying to find the entrance. So hopefully I find it. Things are really different because of the COVID. So with the screening and everything, it's a lot different. They even want me to switch out my mask, which is understandable. And I've always wondered that at the same time. But I think I am close. I'm close by. I went to 600. I went to the wrong area. So I will be there soon.
They're always so reassuring. I get a photo every time, every appointment. They give me a printout of how the baby's growth is doing. My placenta's looking good. The baby's heartbeat's looking good. My blood flow is perfect. Now, it just sucks because there's a pandemic and there's a lockdown. There's so many rules to the hospital. We can't eat in the waiting room. They would recommend that you don't drink or eat. You have to go downstairs. And that sucks because next thing you know, I go downstairs and my name is called. Honestly, one thing that I hate is the appointments there take at least 3 hours. So we're waiting. My scans take like an hour. By the time you go downstairs to go grab something to eat, your name will be called, and then you rush back upstairs, and then you have to wait even longer. Like, you might as well just sit there. But what sucks the most is that Victor can't come with me to every appointment, and he never missed an appointment yet. Never. When I was pregnant with Soleil and Maceo, he never missed an appointment. Ever. I don't remember him ever missing an appointment, and now you can only go by yourself, so it just sucks. And it sucks that he can't have the experience with me this time to see the anatomy scan and to see the baby moving and everything. I can't even videotape it for him because of privacy reasons. Next time, I'll sneak a video. I'm lucky. With the pandemic, it's just hard because I feel like that's the one moment that you would want to share with your spouse, and like him not being there, it just raises my anxiety, and I'm just waiting in the waiting room by myself, and then like coming home and telling him how it's going, or like even telling him on the phone while I'm there. It sucks that he's not there with me like usual, but we gotta do what we gotta do with this pandemic. Just have to follow the rules and keep a positive mind. That's another thing that I'm trying to do, is just to stay positive about everything that's going on, especially because I'm home by myself and Victor has to go into work and Soleil's going to daycare. We still want to keep her in a routine, you know, just so that she's not missing out. Like, I have so many mixed things to say about COVID, but I feel like she'll be good. She's good. She wears her mask in daycare. She's very cautious. She comes home to me and says, Mommy, I only play with my 2 friends and we don't touch, we don't hug or anything like that because of the virus. And it just sucks that I have to explain these things to my 3-year-old. But you know what? That's the world we're living in right now. So we just have to teach them the right way. And parents, be there for your children. Right now they need us the most, especially with teaching them on a daily basis. You can't just depend on the teachers anymore. We have to teach our children even more. Like, we can't depend on the teaching system. We are their teachers right now, and right now they need us the most. But apart from having like pandemic anxiety, being pregnant definitely is difficult. I can't lie. I will not sugarcoat anything. It's hard, especially at the appointments. It's hard. You know, it just, it's really hard. And the hospital itself is scary to go to. But as I'm getting used to it, I just have to remind myself the main reason why I'm here, make sure that myself and the baby is as healthy as we can be to go through a full term pregnancy. And I really, really just ask God to bless the doctors that are taking care of me, and to bless me and my family as well, because what we went through in the first pregnancy was extremely hard, especially sharing it here on YouTube. I told myself that I would not do that again. I mean, when I was pregnant with Soleil, I really didn't share the news until I was 7 months pregnant. And, you know, I wanted to, but I was just scared, you know. My first pregnancy was extremely traumatizing. And now I've told myself that, you know what, you have to push through and just hope for the best and trust in God. Have faith. Everything is going to go smooth, just like my pregnancy with Soleil. And it's something that I want to share because I'm sure there are a lot of females out here that have gone through the same thing as me with stillbirths. It's not easy at all. It's something that will live with you forever. It's something that you'll be reminded of forever. High-risk pregnancies are not easy at all. You just have that thought in the back of your mind all the time. But again, I'm gonna go through it with a positive mind, and you guys just pray for me. Just pray for me. You want to see a healthy baby. By the way, I know what the gender is. Yeah, we did a photo shoot with Legend Vibe Studio over the weekend, and let me tell you, the pictures and the video, like, we did a gender reveal shoot. That's what I wanted to do. It's amazing. Like, it's just amazing. And I'm going to show you guys. But I want you guys to tell me, do you think it's a boy or a girl? Comment down below. Do you think it's a boy or a girl? I'm going to do a poll. And in my next vlog, I'm going to show a percentage of how many of you think it's a girl and how many of you think it's a boy. Everything will be okay. And everything is in God's hands. You hear me? Everything is in God's hands. And I pray, like, I swear, everything I do, I pray. Even if it's just in my head, I am praying. I'm praying even when I don't realize I'm praying. I'm driving and I'm praying. I just praying. I pray so much that it's just become natural to me, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. I just have to have faith, believe, and everything is gonna go accordingly. I'm gonna have a healthy, strong, beautiful baby. You guys let me know if you think it's a girl or a boy. And we can add them to this picture wall behind me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be uploading a vlog documenting my pregnancy. That's what I want to do. So again, thank you guys for watching. Tune into the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me share your pregnancy stories with me too. All of that. Comment down below. Don't forget. Love you guys.